The no-code revolution just got a massive reality check, and it's worth $2 billion. Framer, the Amsterdam-based website builder that's been quietly disrupting the web development space, just secured a staggering $100 million Series D funding round, catapulting their company valuation to an eye-watering $2 billion. But here's where it gets controversial. This unicorn milestone comes at a time when critics are questioning whether no-code platforms are truly delivering on their promise to democratize web development. With over 500,000 monthly active users already in their corner, Framer isn't just another website builder trying to compete with industry giants. The company, led by existing powerhouse investors Meritic and Atomico, is making bold claims about replacing traditional web development entirely. CEO and co-founder Koen Bok didn't mince words. With this funding, we're doubling down on enterprise growth and AI, so any company can confidently run their entire website on Framer. And this is the part most people miss. Framer isn't targeting small businesses or personal bloggers. They're going after enterprise clients, positioning themselves as a comprehensive solution for companies wanting to ditch their development teams for website management. The company's origin story reads like a tech fairy tale, founded by Koen Bok and Jorn van Dijk, who previously sold their design studio to Facebook back in 2011. Framer markets itself as the website builder loved by designers. Their pitch? Websites built on their platform will automatically stand out from the cookie-cutter competition flooding the internet. Unlike traditional website builders that focus on static landing pages, Framer's approach centers on dynamic, continuously updatable websites that teams can modify without developer intervention. Recently, they've expanded their offering with analytics capabilities and enterprise-grade security features, all designed to help businesses run their entire .com through their platform. But here's where the numbers get really interesting and potentially controversial. Since launching their business plans in late 2024, enterprise clients have become the majority of Framer's new customer base. We're talking about heavyweight companies like Miro, Perplexity, and Scale AI, plus an impressive 40% of Y Combinator's latest startup batch. The financial impact has been immediate and substantial. According to company representatives, Framer achieved $50 million in annual recurring revenue this year and is aggressively targeting the $100 million milestone for next year. Even more surprisingly, Bok revealed that the company has maintained break-even status for the entire past year. A rarity in today's cash-burning startup ecosystem. This raises some thought-provoking questions about the broader no-code movement. Previous funding rounds tell an interesting story. Framer's 2023 Series C brought in $27 million from Meritic at an undisclosed valuation, suggesting this latest round represents massive growth in just 2 years. The timing couldn't be more critical, as Framer faces intensifying competition from established players like Figma, Squarespace, and Wix, while simultaneously battling emerging vibe coding platforms such as Cursor and Lovable that promise even more intuitive development experiences. Here's the controversial part that nobody wants to discuss openly. Are we witnessing the beginning of the end for traditional web development? Or is this just another tech bubble waiting to burst? Framer's $2 billion valuation suggests investors believe the former. But skeptics argue that complex enterprise websites will always require custom development expertise. What's your take on this no-code revolution? Do you believe platforms like Framer can truly replace traditional web development teams? Or are we setting ourselves up for disappointment when these tools inevitably hit their limitations? More importantly, is a $2 billion valuation justified for a website builder, regardless of how innovative it claims to be? Let's hear your thoughts. Are you team no-code or team traditional development?